one, and there goes Kimi Räikkönen ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Great start of Max Verstappen.
Congratulations, they all appear. Räikkönen advancing down the outside into two.
Having to hold off the challenge towards the far side of the lake. It's Lewis Hamilton that leads from the two Ferraris.
Available, there's 3 per lap, but only after the end of the...
And this, the first lap of the new Formula One season now. Hamilton's
first lap in the Mercedes.
Carlos Sainz under pressure from Fernando Alonso, who tries to go round the out. Van Dorn, his teammate behind him. What a busy lap Carlos Sainz is having. Ricardo got
war in Formula One.
So it's Hamilton, Räikkönen, Vettel and Magnussen. Back, Valtteri Bottas still.
We haven't got time for this.
Turned around, and Verstappen's got to get some overtaking done, but hasn't got DRS, of course, on this particular lap to try and we shall see.
Well, pleasingly, Räikkönen matched Hamilton's time.
The opening lap of a race, he very nearly got that particular run. When he get past Lewis Hamilton, nearly made it stick.
He must have had a trip, of course, into the headwind and slipstream down to turn 3. Maybe we'll see it again.
Watching the rear of the Haas. And he's not line straight there, Martin, but he's a little bit closer now as they go through the next detection zone.
The Haas of Kevin Magnussen, and he's darting around trying.
The run down towards turn 3, same gap out in front. Hamilton to Räikkönen, the Ferrari stick too far back on Kevin Magnussen to make a lunge.
So as Verstappen gets out of shape one way, now it's quite clear which way they're going to be using that. So he knows now. Magnussen knows how to defend. You really got to get those moves done first time.
Daniel Ricciardo out on the works team. DRS assistance for Ricciardo. Down the inside he goes, but Ricciardo just chops him off. 7th, Daniel Ricciardo.
It's like Ricciardo goes, okay, Brad, got to look at that and think, there's more time in that car, Daniel.
Williams away. We can head to Sky Race Control. Paul di Resta screen whenever that happens. When anything goes purple, that's green. It shows you who's on the pace, and the man on the pace at the moment is Kimi Räikkönen.
Magnussen. Oh, he's round. He's lost it.
And he's lost places there and there. What a disastrous start to the race this has been for him. What some of the leading teams were. Max Verstappen almost repeating what Valtteri, staying away from the walls.
Indeed, it was well recovered. Front runners, let alone be needing tyres. Sebastian Vettel just quietly lurking in 3rd place.
Well, we've had more overtakes than we had in the entire Australian Grand Prix last year.
Okay. At mid-corner, otherwise you end up like...
Quite closely, but just after Paul di Resta had said it's getting quicker. It's just how much quicker you want to preserve the view from the rear of Romain Grosjean's car looking back.
Or Christian, because they were obviously...
Yeah, but you lose so much downforce following a car, so we'll see how things pan out.
While Marcus Ericsson definitely out of overall car, looking okay so far to go for Kevin Magnussen. He's got them queuing up behind
year. It's key to have 2 cars at the front at this point.
Ferrari had on him on the last lap. Bottas is getting temperature, Martin, 38 degrees as we saw a few moments ago. It's still very, very warm.
Yeah, we expected that to be dropping rather than rising. It's gone up since the start. Could split their strategies and give him a bit of...
battle there between Magnussen, Grosjean and Ricciardo.
So box.
Over Vettel, so he'd be more comfortable.
This lap, it has to be said, Sebastian Vettel, if there is pace in his tyre, he's certainly...
Räikkönen was flying on his outlap, 2 purple sectors, or 2 especially, but they've got to get them to the end, as we expected. Bottas, start of 15, still...
The brakes, the heat up, and he's got it as well. He's having a torrid old time of it, Valtteri Bottas, at the moment, and Niki Lauda saying they could...
Checkpoint, and Ricciardo has deep slipstream, effectively, a double toe with the DRS.
The pit stop wins seconds, so at the moment, if he pitted, chances are that he...
I think to get comfortable. I don't see Vettel's got anything at the moment to trouble Kimi Räikkönen, which is an interesting one, as Ted pointed out early in qualifying, as in the race. Spins, which can actually bring them back into play.
I'm just Lewis spare for them now. Fernando Alonso.
Out of the pit lane behind him. It wasn't an overtake. I don't believe.
Was that supposed to be going quick?
The new safety car, driven by Bernd Mailander. I've looked into this now as well. It's Hamilton.
Well managed.
And the Haas properly.